Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight to hear about travel to Costa Rica. Absolutely love working with your chamber and with Carrie. This is not the documents meeting. The documents meeting is what we do before you leave when we kind of just go through the schedule. We don't go through the itinerary. Tonight, I'll go through the itinerary with you a little bit. So, Deb Scully, Colette Tours. I live in West Palm Beach. I'm here actually for the whole week until I leave for vacation. Can anybody guess? If you were, I already told you, don't answer, but guess where I am going on Saturday?
Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Go back here.
I really share some pictures with you, but now I'm super excited about it. It's a pretty amazing tour. I'm going to talk to you just a little bit or show you a video. I hope everybody online can hear me okay. I'm going to share a video about Colette for those of you that I haven't seen. Oh wait, that's right, I have to do this way. It's gotta be.
She's gonna be on multitasking, so she gonna do that's on us.
Am I pointing in the right direction?
I think it was working earlier.
Since 1918, Colette has provided tours that take people around the country and around the world. From our humble beginnings, leading guided bus tours down the East Coast, to luxurious, all-inclusive explorations of some of the world's most exotic locations, we craft unparalleled travel adventures. We are there to help our guests every step of the way on their travel journey. From finding the perfect destination, to securing flights and hotel stays, to creating enriching cultural experiences. All our guests have to worry about is enjoying their trip. Colette is celebrating its 100th year as a family-owned company. We've continued to build our expertise, our connections, and our selection of tours so that we can make all of our guests' travel dreams a reality. It's time to see the world with Colette.
We're actually in our 105th year this year, and we are based out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, which is where I'm from originally. We're owned by the Solomon family. We are a private company. We are a debt-free company. Some of the things that set us apart from, is it working now? Thank you. Set us apart from the rest of the competition is that you get exactly what you need right up front. 4-star guided touring, very inclusive. If there are any options, it's usually, they are always happening during independent time. So for those of you that want to schedule all of your time on tour, other than what's already been perfectly curated for you, we have some options, but you don't need them because we're so inclusive. We believe that the must-sees in the destination should already be included. So when you're traveling with us and we're in Paris, we're having dinner at the Eiffel Tower, that's included. That's not something we're asking you to pay extra for. When we're in Sydney, we're visiting the Sydney Opera House, things like that. Perfected tour pacing. So we have less one-night stays. If we do have a one-night stay, it's basically to break up some travel time, but for the most part, we have more 3- and 4-night stays. It just makes it easier than, packing, unpacking. We also have a tour style dedicated completely to unpacking once and hub and spoke out in that destination, and that's called a spotlight tour. This is a classic tour. We have up to 44 guests. Carrie's actually holding space for 40 on this tour. I think we've already got 12 people signed up. Is that a record for early sign up before our presentation? I don't know. Close. It's good news. Worry-free booking, travel, and transportation. Most of that worry-free, yes, we're handling all the details, but this gal right here is the one that's doing the heavy lifting in terms of any of your special requests or making sure everybody's got the right options, and she works super hard at all the details. So I don't want to take all the credit for that. But the most seasoned team in guided travel, we're 105 years old. We just went through our second pandemic, so we know a little bit about this touring thing. So today we're talking about tropical Costa Rica. But move my screen up so it matches, so I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, as I said, I'm leaving on Saturday with my family on this tour, but this tour is all about nature, wildlife, just a really great combination of experiencing nature and also some relaxation. There's a spa hotel at the end of the tour. We have a spa option, so lush rainforests, national parks, exotic fauna, endless coastlines, really gorgeous tour. So your tour is November, okay, we'll watch this first.
Tropical Costa Rica is a unique program because it takes place at what is quite possibly the most biodiverse country on earth.
I had no idea the variety that is available here that we're getting to see.
It's about being able to deliver an opportunity for guests to have a lifetime experience.
Well, I thought it was a little long, but maybe not. So your tour is November 13th through the 21st. And as I said, Carrie's holding all of this space on this date exclusively for your group. You have roughly 28 spots left. This is the bird's eye view of the tour. It's a 9-day tour, and we're starting with your flight out of Tampa into San Jose, and then out of Liberia home. So you guys are used to flying out of SRQ. This time the flights were more direct and better out of Tampa, but you don't have to get yourselves there. We're providing pickup for you guys here, right? And we're taking you all to the Tampa airport. So you're not having to drive to the airport.
Or pay for parking.
Or pay for parking. You have a question already?
Yeah, what time do we leave?
We don't know that yet.
Where are we parked here?
We're gonna, if you want me to I might be answering some of your questions, and Carrie can let you know the logistics about parking here, but let me just go through this and then we'll open it up for questions in a few minutes. I'll be quick. This is a level 3 tour, so there is some walking on it. We go 1 to 4, so you know there's gonna be some different terrain, maybe walking for 30 to 45 minutes. You're all in great shape, you can handle it, so I'm not worried about you. But as you can see here, we're flying into San Jose. We have a night in San Jose before going up to Arenal for 3, just make this a little bit bigger, you guys, I can't even see it. Arenal for 3 nights, then we're visiting Canada Grow, and then we're in Monteverde for 2 nights, and then Guanacaste for 2 nights. What I want to really point out, so important on this, see that red dotted line? We're offering a pre-tour excursion on this. It is amazing. It's a no-brainer. You got to sign up for it. It is 2 nights in Tortuguero National Park. It includes, well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let's see. I don't want to spoil all the fun. So here's your day 1, opens up in the colorful capital city of San Jose. And it's really just the perfect place to relax, soak up the sights, and it's where your adventure begins. We'll travel through the lush countryside of the Central Valley to the Fertile region, which is world-renowned for coffee. And we're actually going to begin the tour with a visit to a local coffee plantation. And we'll highlight the history and the cultivation of this driver of the Costa Rican economy. Coffee is a big deal in Costa Rica. Since the late 1700s, coffee has been a part of their agriculture. And today it's regarded as some of the best coffee in the world. Any coffee drinkers here? You're gonna love this. You'll learn about the process of making coffee from the seed bed to roasting, the roasting room, roasting the beans that you see there. I like them when they're covered in chocolate, so I don't know if they're gonna have those. Carrie might. As you tour the plantation, you'll learn about the history of Costa Rican coffee and all of the different varietals. Later that afternoon, you're going to be checking in to your leisurely 3-night stay at this lodge. It overlooks the majestic Arenal volcano. And you'll get to know the local culture that evening. Now we're on to day 3 on tour, and all of Costa Rica's nature preserves, the remote 20,000 acres of Canada Grow, are home to the largest viewable selection of indigenous wildlife. So you're going to embark on a Canada Grow guided riverboat trip up in a panga. That's a covered canoe that you see there. We'll be stopping along the way to observe and photograph all of that amazing wildlife all around you. And this wildlife refuge is home to the prehistoric Gaspar fish, over 78 mammal species, including the rare white-tailed deer. So be on the lookout for that. And this guy is what everybody talks about on this tour. Sloth. You might see crocodiles, river otters, sloths, river turtles, exotic birds and butterflies. They are all known to live in the area. It's like a, what's his name? Jack Hanna? Jack?
Yep.
Like a Jack Hanna tour, right? Along the shores of the river and in the trees that bend over its waters, you'll be able to spot all kinds of wandering animals. Get your phones ready for all those great pictures. Keep your eyes peeled because there are howler, spider, and white-faced monkeys, not just one kind. There are caimans, turtles, Jesus lizards, which we have those down here. Although you say not on this coast, they're all over my yard.
Right on top of the water.
They do. That's why they call them Jesus lizards. There's even the chance of spotting a fin on the freshwater shark as it slices above the water's surface. Keep your hands and feet in the boat. My Disney reference. Later on, we'll return to Arenal. And after a full day of exploring in this region, you'll have an opportunity to attain a state of complete relaxation with an optional visit to one of the finest spas in the entire region. I signed up for it. Enjoy an option on all 3 nights as you stay here in Arenal. Now we're on to day 4, and we'll explore a family-owned farm. We'll get a peek into the daily lives of the locals there. There's a tour of the gardens. You'll learn how the plants are organically grown through the concept of sustainability. And the farm considers itself a classroom without borders. You'll taste exotic fruits and experience the traditional way to process sugar cane. You'll have a sip of the cane liquor before engaging in a culinary demonstration of a farm-to-table lunch. And then you're going to enjoy a delightful cruise on Lake Arenal. It's the largest lake in Costa Rica, and it covers an area of 33 square miles. You're going to be, there's actually a hydroelectricity project that's built right there on the Arenal Dam. It was built in 1979, so you'll get to see that. And that lake produces 17% of the country's electricity. So that's a big deal. And then you're going to get to see the famous volcano during the cruise. The earliest known eruptions of Arenal took place about 7,000 years ago. It had been generating lava for over 30 years up until 2010, so it's due now. But it's inactive right now.
You just really missed.
Yeah. But when it was active, yeah. So anyway, if the volcano itself rises up more than 4,500 feet, and you can see it towering there in the distance. And then it's off to the secluded Monteverde cloud forest. This is a place you really have to see to believe. Trees grow to heights of 100 feet, and a cloud forest is actually a forest with dense humidity, usually accompanied by low-level clouds that are hanging around the trees. So it truly is a cloud forest. It is declared to be one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. And you're just gonna be surrounded by all this flourishing nature. And we have some fun stuff in store for you here. We'll have a nature walk through this spectacular ecosystem. Again, you're gonna be encountering all these incredible species, flora, fauna, right up close. And the Monte Verde Cloud Forest Reserve consists of over 26,000 acres with 6 ecological zones. 90% of it is virgin forest. As we know, that's disappearing across the world. It's also home to the world's largest population of the endangered quetzal, which is celebrated for its gorgeous jewel-toned plumage, as you can see there. But keep your eyes peeled and maybe you'll be lucky enough to see this elusive creature. While you're here, you're going to have some choice on tour. This is something we offer at least once on our tours, and it gives you the opportunity to experience that destination how you want to. So you have a choice that's included, either the butterfly hanging bridges walking tour or a zip line canopy tour. So we signed up for the canopy tour and then later found out because it's included, we could also add the hanging bridges for a cost. So we're doing both. So that is an option. So the Hanging Bridges Butterfly Tour is the world's largest butterfly gardens. And there are more than 30 species of tropical butterflies. Do you guys have butterfly gardens over here on this coast? Yeah, have you ever done it? It's pretty amazing, flying all around you. So Costa Rica has over 1,000 different species. Welcome, ladies. 1,000 different species of butterflies. So again, have your camera ready. It's just an enchanting butterfly garden and just beautiful to see. And then there'll be an expert that will join you as well for a leisurely paced Hanging Bridges walking tour, and you'll get a whole different, oops, sorry, correct advance. You'll get a whole different perspective on the cloud forest's unique ecosystem because you're going to be up over it. You'll see mammals, birds, plants, more flora and fauna. It is a forest. And then, I love zip lining. This is a zip lining canopy tour. You saw some of it in the video. It is just an exhilarating ride on the longest canopy zip line in Costa Rica. You're going to soar along the trees and throughout the rainforest for different viewpoints. And I just love the adrenaline rush I get from doing this stuff. And it doesn't matter how old you are. We have a video of a lady in Costa Rica on her 80th birthday zip lining through the cloud forest. So it's easy to do. You just have to mind over matter, right? But you'll be able to see all the plants and animals from way up above there as you glide along. And now this is breathtaking Guanacaste, and it's known for its sandy beaches, home to mountains and volcanoes, endless shorelines. Look at that beautiful sunset. It is a tropical paradise. The Guanacaste tree is the national tree of Costa Rica, and it's also known as the elephant ear tree. But here you can relax and enjoy the beach and all of the amenities at your wonderful resort. How inviting is that one? Fun in the Sun Days is stored for you here. You can explore the nearby beaches. We do have an option if you, oops. Did I go ahead too far? Oh no, I'm ahead too far. Okay. There's a beautiful pool here at your resort. You might just relax there. Or you might take an optional tour down the Ora River. We have a kayaking option, mangrove kayaking. 3-hour tour, transportation is included. There is a guide with you. We also have a dolphin watching and snorkel experience. We signed up for this because we wanted to do it as a family. I've actually never done a dolphin experience, so I thought it'd be fun to do here in Costa Rica. It's a 4-hour tour. Again, transportation is always included. And we're going to go into the natural habitat of the dolphin family, again, with a guide. All the options and the information on the costs are on your web link. I think they're in the flyer too. But this afternoon, we're going to visit the beautiful beach town of Samara, or leisure time. You want to spend it here on the beach, or maybe you'll visit the town with your tour manager for some shopping and exploring there. So that is Costa Rica, but before, I will give you the pricing on the base tour, and I'll talk about the pre-tour extension as well. So this is a really great value for this beautiful tour. For transportation, I mentioned earlier, some of you came in late. We're using Tampa Airport as your gateway, so we are providing transportation from here at the Manatee Chamber to take you to the airport. So you don't have to worry about that. The cost is $27.99 per person double. That includes the transportation to and from Tampa, your round trip air, your transfers in destination, your hotels, the choice on tour that were included, the meals that are included, all of that is $27.99 per person. Your deposit is $698 per person. If you are interested, I suggest that you go ahead and sign up sooner than later. You still have until May 13th. If something were to happen and you decide you couldn't go, so you're getting your deposit back up until May 13th. The final payment is due September 14th of this year, and insurance is not included in that price, and I'll talk about that for a minute. It is $449. And I do suggest that you do get the insurance. So here's the free tour extension. I said earlier, this is a no-brainer, you gotta add it. It's optional, but I'm saying really it's not. It's a 3-night free tour jungle adventure extension. You're already over there, go ahead and do it. It is a hosted experience. So you'll have a local representative revealing more about what the destination has to offer with a mix of independent exploration, guided sightseeing, and experiences. You'll arrive in San Jose, Costa Rica's capital city. You'll have an overnight stay there. And then you're going to be leaving your hotel in San Jose via private transportation for a transfer to the dock, where you will board an open air boat with other travelers to journey into Tortuguero's unspoiled paradise. You're going to be checking into an eco lodge, and this lodge is built in harmony with nature, and they just use the best sustainability practices. There are fans that create breezes instead of air conditioning. There's no AC. Meals feature locally sourced ingredients prepared in a Caribbean style. The next morning, you're getting up early for some bird watching. There's an excursion is offered. You can learn about the variety of local species, migratory birds that flock to the area, and you'll join your fellow lodge guests on this spectacular boat cruise through various canals. And this is where you're going to see lots of crazy wildlife too. Howler monkeys, sloths, toucans, birds all over the place. So Tortuguero National Park is a study in rainforest and marine biology, and it protects over 350 species of birds and mammals, including green macaws. There are 57 species of amphibians, 111 species of reptiles, 60 mammal species, 13 of Costa Rica's 16 endangered species can be seen here, including jaguars, tapirs, ocelots, cougars, river otters, and manatees. Manatees. When you depart to Tortuguero National Park, you'll be returning to San Jose, and you'll meet your tour manager there and fellow travelers. So I had mentioned to you also that we are providing the hometown pickup. So that makes it really easy, and Carrie will have more information on how to park, where to park, all of that. If anybody wanted to upgrade their air, please let us know that as soon as possible. It's very limited. I talked a little bit about, I gave you the price for the insurance. I call this a no-brainer. It's better, whoops, sorry guys. It's better to have it protect your investment. If for some reason 24 hours prior to departure, you just don't feel like going anymore. We call it a bad hair day policy. You don't have to go and you're getting your money back in whatever form you paid for it. So it also, one behind, sorry. It also, aside from protecting your investment on the tour, converts to medical insurance, trip delay, baggage loss. So some of your insurances may not cover you internationally, you'll want to check, but this is just peace of mind that I say really you can't put a price on. And it was $498, did I say? Do that again. For those of you who have traveled with us in the past 12 months, I know many of you have. You have a loyalty credit of $150. If it's been a little longer than 12 months, 100. If it's been 13 to 24 months, it's $100. I can't get this. So that's just our way of saying thank you for traveling with us. You do need a passport to go to Costa Rica. I'd just like to remind you, I know you guys are so well traveled, I don't have to say this, but it's worth mentioning that your passport needs to be valid 6 months post return date. So if you're returning on November 21st, it's got to be good 6 months post that date. We don't need that one. There is a group web page specifically for this trip. It's got a lot more information that's in the flyer or even that I shared with you here tonight. All kinds of packing tips and weather, currency. So that link is actually right in here. And if you don't feel like typing that whole link, Carrie may have already emailed it to you. Here's the QR code. You also have sign up forms in front of you. You can sign up online. You can use the form, whatever you're more comfortable with. So now I just like to say, who's going and what questions do you have? Yeah, Helen.
Is somebody bringing us back from the airport or?
Yes, it's round trip.
And delivery.
We're not leaving there.
This is the pickup for both the pre-trip and the.
Different dates, same thing. You'll just be coming here earlier. Or everybody knows, you'll all be coming here earlier.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
So I'm curious about the canopy walk and the bridge walk, and you said we can do both.
canopy is the zip lining
Right.
and the bridge walk, yes. So one is included.
Oh,
So you make it your choice on tour, it's included. If you want to do both, you can add the other. Oh, yeah.
does it look like I'm,
Which one we do?
It looked like on whichever one you decide.
So it's both a choice on tour and an optional tour. So you pick one that's included. And then if you don't do the other one, you have some free time. And if you do want to sign up for the other one, you pay a small fee and they'll take you to that one too.
you can do both.
Yeah,
You sign up for one.
So are they priced? Yeah, one free, one you have to pay for. It's both good.
But I don't know which one, so I have to do I'm pretty sure I signed up on the canopy, so that means I get the bridge.
If you signed up for canopy, you're getting canopy.
And then you would have to.
Then you can have to
Take it afterwards, but I think that was your choice on tour. I'd have to pay for the other.
Any other questions? Yeah.
For the zip line, it says here if you have high blood pressure, back or heart problems.
You should check with your doctor. Who am I discussing?
How about that 80-year-old woman? She had to have something.
Yeah.
Or violation for.
It's like roller coaster. They do the exact same.
Yeah.
Know your body. Know if you feel tired. Yes.
But you might have, you know.
I think it's pretty hot. Pretty much just but you know, so it's way out there. Here's a question from our group on Zoom. During the pre-tour, do we get out and walk the jungle or do we stay in the boat?
There's both, yeah.
Because we're there for a few days.
Yes, you are.
So I'm gonna type that in too, just in case they can't hear us all over
No,
there.
we hear you. We hear you.
All right, other questions?
Yeah, so when you talked about jaguars and cougars and we're walking, you know.
We're in a boat. You're in the boat at that point.
Carrying sausage in your pockets.
We will get rid of these last.
Remember your last time you did
Yes.
that?
We will get the most direct flights we can. It depends on the airlines. Once everybody's signed up, we'll start working on the air. But the reason we moved to Tampa is because the flight scenarios are better.
Will we have the itinerary flight schedule before we leave?
You out.
We usually get it about 30 days out. We usually get the flight schedule about 30 days before we depart. Gives us a chance to pick our seats and move around as needed. Generally speaking, if you've already signed up and you do want to add the pre-tour, I know there are a number of people who have already signed up, you can still do that. I recommend you do it sooner rather than later because once they select the flights, you're kind of locked in, but it looks amazing to me and I'm totally planning to eyeball those two cans because they make me think of Fruit Loops from my childhood. Wherever.
And the slaw.
Oh no, I love the claw. I love not get me wrong.
They move their arms in slow motion, you know, when they eat. Really funny to see
I'm
them.
very excited to see all the critters.
How many
Yeah.
people have signed up already?
We have 12 of our 38-ish slots sold.
Get signed up.
You can upgrade your seats in advance for the price that is listed on the flyer. It is not inexpensive. We also generally recommend if you don't want to do that, that you call the airlines in advance. We can usually manage that. I know even with Vietnam Air, which was a major struggle from a language standpoint, people managed to pay for an upgrade directly. So yes, upgrading is an option both right now to guarantee you get an upgrade with the Colette pricing, or later on rolling the dice and calling the airline and hoping there are still seats available and that it's a price that you're willing to pay.
Do you know how long that flight is?
I don't think it's very long. I feel like it was about 3 hours from Miami, so say 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah, that's
From Tampa? So it's a short one after Vietnam and Cambodia. So I mean, that's nothing for you.
You know what?
My questions are coming.
Yeah. As long as it took me to get to LA, let alone all the way over there.
You're done.
It was worth it though, right? Yeah, this is a quick trip over.
For anybody who scuba dives, I did see there's a shark dive on our beach day. If you want to go diving with sharks.
Nice.
Maybe some of the Zoom here sharks. Oh no, I know with bull sharks. It was pretty cool. Other questions? We always get an English speaking tour manager. I will be there to help facilitate.
Other in November.
Weather in November.
It's tropical, so it's gonna be pretty similar to here, except it can get a little cooler there at night. Yeah.
I noticed we have breakfast every day and dinners, no lunches.
One lunch.
One lunch. One lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard for most of our tours. The more exotic the tour, the more meals are included because people don't feel as comfortable going off on their own. Whereas like in Italy or the UK or Costa Rica, people do want a little bit of choice in what they eat and they want a little bit faster meals sometimes than you're gonna get with a group of 40.
Your hotels are also all listed right on the web link, so if you guys want to know where you're staying, it's all 4-star properties, beautiful properties. Those beachfront bungalows in Guanacaste. Yeah, everyone, and the resort spa and Arenal is really nice properties.
I think that was just a lady collecting flyers. And then what is the native language? Is it Spanish? Do they speak a lot of English?
Yes.
Yeah, they speak English. Also, the currency, most places are gonna accept the dollar unofficially. So it's pretty easy to navigate through this area.
So you wouldn't really have to train.
If I do, I'm just gonna do it when I get there. Yeah, most people take the dollar, right?
Yeah.
But she can usually charge at almost anything except a roadside stand.
Have you been there before, Karen?
I have not. I'm very excited to see all the critters. I have a big grin on my face at the idea of seeing the sloths and whatnot.
You mean the ones you're taking or the ones that are there?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah, amazing trip. I think it's an amazing value too, $2,800 plus you're adding on the pre-tour, which I suggest you do. It's $849 per person based on double.
Oh, but that Eco Lodge, if you Google that, it looks like
I wish I could share my computer. It is the Nambu beachfront bungalows on Costa, and then the so that's not a good extension.
Middle school teacher.
So you did. Yeah.
the man on the beach for bungalows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what makes it? So what day do you leave on the pre-tour?
My understanding.
Leave on November 10th.
That's like,
Day after Chamber Expo, not that that was done that way on purpose or anything.
His birthday's the 6th.
So the canopy adventure is included, is that the?
So you have a choice on tour. You have a choice between the canopy, which is the zip lining, or the Cloud Forest Bridge Walk, which includes the butterflies. So one is included. If you want to do both, you just pay for the other one. You don't have time. Yeah, it's like Karen, she said she has a spreadsheet.
And so how long before, so we signed up, so how long before we sign up for the optional stuff? Cause I don't know if I signed up for all the optional stuff I want. I know I signed up for the longer tour, but I don't know about the other stuff, like.
We'll have to check and I'll send you an email kind of like I did for Italy, where I go over what you signed up for and let you know what else is available. That would probably be the easiest way, especially for the people who have already signed up.
Especially we always forget, I don't know why. I always do. Mark it down and you have.
No.
So there's a few from that pre-tour bungalow.
So the spa options are limited too, so if you're doing spa, you'll want to sign up for that right away. It's not that they're not going to be available or run out, Let only has so many of the spa treatment packages, so once we use up ours, then you can do it directly through the hotel when you get there. But if you want to and it's the same price, but they only let us hold so much, because we had guests that were signing up for it and then not doing it and canceling it, and it kind of left our hotel vendor, up the creek.
So the spa is at our hotel.
Yes, it's it is the Arnell Springs Resort and Spa.